Some people think life is a test. I don't personally believe that. I choose not to believe that. Here is how I look at it. If life is a test, then every day there's always something that you must do and that you mustn't do. And if you pass the test by doing the right thing, then you should get a reward. But that's not necessarily what we see in our everyday life. Now, if you want to believe that life is a test, that's cool. That's what works for you. But for me, I see life more as a journey of purpose, fulfillment, and assignment. Let's take a race, for example. When one runs a race and they're running, they're running, they're moving forward, but as they move forward, the more tired they get, the more exhausted they get, the more frustrated they get, the angrier they get. And that seems to happen to a lot of us as we get older. When we were younger, we wanted to get older because we thought older was more fun, less issues. But then as we get older, we wish we were younger. A test is meant to promote a reward after passing a particular class or passing or making a particular choice. You know, when you make a choice that you consider to be a test, when you make the right choice, there's an immediate reward, whether it's being promoted to the next class, whether it's been with the right people, or whether it's getting an exchange back. An example of this is getting a job. You pick the right job, and then you work, and then you get money back. But with the journey, which life is, you may work for years and never get anything back. You may take a risk and make a loss, but that doesn't mean that you're going backwards. Another example is with a plane. A plane is moving forward at all times. Now, you in your seat, you may get up and move backwards, maybe because you want to use the washroom or you're just walking around because you're tired of sitting down, but that does not mean that you're not moving forward. You cannot see where the plane is going, which is your life because no one knows when you're going to die. But all because you stumble or you lose hope for a couple of days, couple of hours, that doesn't mean that you're not moving forward. That's why I believe life is a journey. Life is a journey because it comprises of you moving forward without the assurity of happiness, without the assurity of reward. Now, some people stumble in between the start and the end. That doesn't mean that they failed, but that definitely means that they didn't reach their full potential. And how do you know if you didn't reach your full potential? Take a look like this. When you're seeing a plane fly from the ground, you see it flying, you see where it's going, or you see the direction or trajectory. You can tell whether it just took off or whether it's landing sometimes. The people inside the plane don't know where they are. The people inside the plane just know that they're in the sky and they're going somewhere, and that when they land, they trust that they have landed in the right place at the expected time. But same thing with the journey of life. You want to go somewhere, you know where you're going, but you don't know the routes, you don't know the way you will get there, but you believe that you will get there if you keep on running the race diligently. And that's kind of how it is for every single person today. Now, if you give up, you stumble, they kick you outside the race. From a third person perspective, you will see how far you've come and how close you were to attaining the goal or to attaining that crown that you always wanted. And unfortunately, if you choose to get back into the race, you might have to start all over again. So don't lose hope. Hope is very important. But apart from hope, create a circle of friends that will help you or pull you up when you're down. Because I don't care what nobody says. Life is a journey. If you've made money by your 30s, if you've made money by your 40s, God willing, you want to live for a very long time, there are a lot more tribulations and turmoils that you're going to go through. And you cannot go through them by yourself. I don't care who you are. Whether it's a wife or friend or brother or family, my advice is to have a balance of everything. Have a balance of both or all assistance that you can get. The people that you can trust. Because sometimes when you fall, you will need someone to pick your ass up. And that's the fucking truth. You will need someone to pick your ass up because sometimes you lose hope. Now, if you can pull yourself out from that hope, congratulations to you, but how many times will you do that? Everybody has your number. So this is my advice to everybody, and an advice to myself too, because I'm niggas is struggling. Life is a journey, not a test. If you pass the test, you expect to get a reward immediately or pretty soon. But when you make a right decision in life, no reward is given to you. It almost feels like you wasted your time. It almost feels like you should have chosen the bad decision to get a reward faster. But it's just a matter of time because the reward is building up at the finish line. When you reach that finish line, you will have a sense of peace and pride in yourself that you looked at life as a journey of purpose and accomplishment, never gave up, and ran the race to the end. I hope you guys come back for another video, man. We're taking off. All right.